welcome to our podcast. So today's topic is going to be on social media,
which is pros and cons.
So start off with Shanice, give me a con.
Wow. Cons would be insecurities. Now, I feel like young girls today are very insecure with their bodies, especially looking on social media. How do you feel?
I feel like that. So how many followers have you got on Instagram?
I think I've got about 600 and something, not that many to be honest, 693 I think I got.
So when you say insecurities, don't you think like the pictures that you put up and the pictures of other people can bother you, can't it?
Yeah, well, if you look on Instagram, you've got females that have got big asses, breasts, flat stomachs, and then us girls now that have got big bellies and stuff like that will feel very insecure, like how come I can't look like that?
Yeah, and a lot of it's filtered as well, that's the joke,
exactly.
A lot of them are not even the real bodies, or they've had a lot of surgery enhanced.
Yes, exactly.
So does it bother you then if you put pictures up? Do likes bother you?
Sometimes I do because I don't always get as many likes as I would like. But then if I show a picture where I'm showing a bit of skin or a bit of cleavage, then I get loads of likes and it's like, okay, my self-esteem's gone a bit up, but then the picture I've posted of just my headshot is not getting as many likes as I'd like.
And for young girls, what kind of message is that sending out to them?
It's sending the wrong
Yeah,
message.
it definitely
saying you've got to look like this or you're not going to be liked by anyone.
So it's hard to be on social media, even as us as adults, it's hard to be on social media and put pictures up for yourself.
Yeah.
So like Vicky Patterson, for example, from Geordie Shore, she puts pictures of like a rolls up and no makeup on, don't she?
Yeah, she embraces them, doesn't she?
Yeah.
That's for real girls though, it's the real bodies, it's not fake.
Have you ever felt insecure with social media?
Yourself? Still now.
Even now as well?
Yeah, as a big person now, I'm 27, and I feel very insecure.
But look, when we was younger, I mean, what we were saying yesterday, weren't we? We used to take pictures and cameras and laminate them in the art room.
Yeah, that was the kind of stress we had. Was laminating the pictures and making sure you've got them in the photo.
And we have them in albums now, where nowadays you're taking pictures, angles, filtering them. It never bothered us when we was younger. I mean, what sites did you have? What sites did you have when you was younger?
I used to have MySpace.
Pixo,
and used to have a little BBM, MSN. That was literally in my life.
And it never bothered you?
No, not at all. Not posting up pictures and competing with anyone. Just being happy with you and life.
So we're looking at a pro, so looking at the other side of it. Do you think making people feel better is a good thing?
I think it's important to make people feel better, because now a lot of people are being dragged down through, like I said, society. I don't know, whatever's going on, they feel like they're not better, or they're not good enough, and they've got to do better, or be better, or look like a second person to be.
So in effect, there's no good way of using social media.
There is good ways of using social media. There is. I'm trying to think of one now.
A pro, okay, it can set you on a path to be an influencer. And say like we've got influencers these days. There was no such thing as an Instagram model back in the day.
No, there isn't. And if you've got talent, it is a good place to what's the word?
Market yourself.
Yeah, that's
get yourself
it.
out there.
To get yourself out there, definitely. It is a good
So it's how you're using it then.
It is how you use it.
So let's go to influencers then. Good or bad?
They can be good and they can be bad because they can portray a picture that isn't real. They could make you think that they're living the best life possible, but really they're not. It's just all for the gram.
There's a programme, isn't there, is it Rich Kids of Instagram? And they're renting out cars, have you seen it? And they're renting out Lamborghinis and they're posing on the Lamborghini and it's not even theirs, they've paid like £200 just to take pictures.
Stunning for the gram.
Stunning for the gram, putting my little Fiesta up on there, there's not really much going on there. Okay then, so another pro that we found. It influences you to live a healthier life, true or false?
Some things can, depending on what you...
So if you are looking at pictures, rather than thinking I'm going to get surgery, I'm going to get lip fillers, maybe you can think I'm going to start eating healthier, I'm going to go to the gym.
Yeah, and start working out a bit better because there's a lot of structure routines on there that you can follow. Instead of just going to the doctors and getting your ass done, you know?
Yeah, which is what a lot of people are doing now.
Yeah.
Okay, then another pro?
Another pro is self-esteem as well. Even though we say it can bring you down, it can uplift you because you can post a photo, like I said, and have a lot of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of love. You can have a lot of love and stuff. What do you think about those?
Yeah, I think raising awareness as well. As you say, so if say someone's got a mental health, for example, got a mental illness, like people will talk about say for example, someone the other day about a girl had an eating disorder, and she shared a post and she was really, really thin and really ill, and then during lockdown she's put on weight, and when she shared the post, it was on Twitter I think, she got like 200,000 likes. So for her that would have made her feel better about it, and it will allow other people that have maybe got eating disorders and other mental health disorders to think, you know what, I can do it as well. So I think raising awareness, all stuff to do with racism, Black Lives Matter, things that's going on at the moment, it's without social media a lot of people wouldn't really know what's going on, so I think it can be utilised for business.
Yeah, definitely for business. There's a lot of entrepreneurs out there that are doing their own thing, especially through the lockdown as well. There's a lot of people that have got their own.
How many people are making cakes and
food? Oh my god, candles, cakes, freaking clothes, t-shirts, the lot. They're all out there doing the thing, but obviously because of the corona, Instagram, social media, every kind of social media platform is good to get your business out there. So that is a big pro.
Okay, let's talk interaction.
Wow.
A good or bad thing, because for introverted people, it
I'd say
allows them to talk.
The bad thing is you block out the world and you don't want to do nothing, you don't want to talk to no one, you don't want to physically, how we're sitting here speaking now, you don't really want to do that.
Yeah, a lot of people,
because you've got your phone.
Yeah.
Literally on your phone.
Well, as I said earlier, there was a study in 2015 that said the participants looked at their phones 85 times a day. 85 times a day, that's during work. That was, they just done participants that was going to work, that was going to the gym, 85 times a day.
Who told them that though? Who told them it was 85 times a day? They're looking at my phone.
There's an FBI camera in the phone.
Yeah,
so how many times?
Right, she's on there now, that's the 10th one for today.
Do you time how long you use your phone?
No, sometimes I'll be on there for like glued to it.
So have a look now, go on your Instagram and see if you can look. Go onto your activity and see how, on average, and put you on the spot, see how often you use your Instagram.
How'd you do that? Show me.
So, go here, your activity.
I did not know.
38 minutes a day.
Oh, that's not bad. That was today though. Today I've been busy, so I haven't really been on
Okay,
it.
so let's go look at Monday. Look how high Monday is. An hour and 16 minutes. Sunday, an hour and 24 minutes, that's a day. Tuesday, 34 minutes.
So I'm not as active as everyone else. I can imagine everyone else. They're on that 24/7.
Well, this study found that it was 5 hours a day people was using combined social media. So let's go to young people. How do you think that can affect young people? And you know, they're progressing and they're learning how to interact with people. So for them using the phones, how do you think that will affect their mental health?
It's gone. It's not there. It's finished.
If you're 15 years old and you're constantly on your phone,
it's not healthy.
your mum's talking to the top of your head.
Yeah.
Constantly.
All the sees that.
All you see is the top of your head when they're talking to you.
No, it's not good. I don't think
It's
good.
rude as
It's
well.
not healthy for your
It
brains.
can be rude, can't it?
Of course it can, yeah, of course it can. Someone's talking to you. Right now we're speaking, I've got someone that I know, and every time she comes to see me, literally like this, you be talking to me and she's like this.
So I'm talking having a conversation
Yeah,
with her
and
and she's
it's
constantly
so
on the phone.
annoying, and I'll speak and she doesn't hear what I say. What are you saying?
What?
What?
That's so
And
frustrating.
then it's really annoying, so yeah, it can really distract you from life.
I think it's sad when like, I'll go for food, so I'll go for food with my mum or someone, and I see someone else going for food with their parents, and they're just on the phone, and the parents just sat there on their own.
It's rude.
And I just think one day, you're going to have your head that much in the phone, and your parents are not going to be there.
Yeah.
You're going to wonder why you didn't spend that much time with them, because you're too busy with your head in the phone.
Yeah, social media, liking and stuff.
Do you agree with, I mean, I know a lot of my friends and family, their children have got social media. Do you think it's right for children to have social media?
I don't personally know.
Because you've got a son, haven't you?
I've got a son, yeah, and I wouldn't like him to be on Instagram. Like, I know someone that's got a son the same age as mine, and he's got an Instagram and all his pictures are on there. Personally, I don't think it's good that kids of a certain age should be on Instagram. Whether it's, what's the word, parental guided or not.
It's monitored and things like
yeah,
that.
I think it shouldn't be on there because people can wish bad on yourself, on your kids.
And with things like
that.
monitoring, kids are not stupid. Like, kids can delete things now.
Yeah.
Like, kids could follow someone and like things, or they could delete it. They know how to hide it. Yeah. They put a code on there and not tell their mum the code. I know my niece has done that before.
My son's done that
She's put a code on and not told my sister what the code is.
Yeah. It's not good.
So for mental health, it can affect them as well, can't it?
It can. And there's people out there like on the internet that you don't even know who's behind the keyboard.
Look at that thing TikTok though, weren't there loads of what sort of pervert?
There could be a time where they're just sitting on there by themselves, just chilling, and someone's talking to them and they're thinking it's so innocent because they're kids.
Yeah.
And it's not that person that they're thinking it is.
Yeah,
so no, I don't
and
think
parents
so.
are busy, you can't sit there and monitor your kid's phone 24/7. If you're at work,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Your kid's talking to someone on the internet, unless they come and say to you, you know, you've got to instill in them from young, haven't you? Don't talk to weird people.
Yeah.
But a lot of kids, you know, they're just innocent.
And even
they don't know that.
even you do install it into them when they're kids, they still don't always come and tell you. They will just kind of, continue to do what they're doing because the kids they're playing think it's so innocent that the mum is not going to mind.
Of course.
They don't know the dangers.
Okay then, so let's look for another pro. Someone has said it spreads positivity.
Spreads positivity. It can do. I don't really know how to explain that one.
You have to be sad. It's a human emotion to be sad.
Yeah.
And for you to not be sad and happy and have different emotions, it means you're not a human being. So the positive vibe only tribe. I'm not going to frustrate me. I can be quite positive, but I have my days where I'm in a bad mood. And I'm not going to be positive. Some days I have my days where I am sad. But I'm not going to go onto social media and just, you know, put a video of me crying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, because you just don't do it. You put your face on there. So I think it can spread positivity, but is it false positivity?
It's really misleading.
If I'm feeling sad and I go on social media and I see, you know, motivational speakers saying, you know, you can be positive every day, you know, you can wake up in a good mood, I think to myself, but I can't today.
Yeah.
Today I just want to wake up and just be sad.
Today's not bad.
Tomorrow I might be okay. So I think it can spread positivity, but it depends.
There is both sides to it, isn't there? There is pros and there is cons, definitely.
Because it can be someone that's overcome mental health, it can be someone that's overcome domestic violence, it could be someone that's overcome some kind of trouble in life, and they're like, look, I can do it, so can you. So it can spread positivity in that sense, but I think I'm talking about the positive vibes only, child.
Yeah, I know what you mean with that. It does irritate me, like you said, you do up and down sometimes. Life is hard.
Life is hard.
Life gets hard.
Yeah.
It does.
So let's talk about the addiction side of it. People are addicted to drugs, people are addicted to drink,
people are addicted to social media.
They
are. It's not a joke, man.
People are addicted to social media.
If you go outside, you see them stand there doing TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just normal now. They're all trying to do vlogs. Like, a couple of years ago, it would be weird.
Yeah.
In a supermarket, walking around talking to your
Do you know the most frustrating in a rave? Now, I love my raves and I love going to the raves and put your hands in the air. And I don't want to see everyone's phones. Dance, enjoy the music. Like, always, you look in front of you and everyone's just got the phones. Fair enough, a little clip.
But not the whole thing.
That's not.
I know someone that literally snaps every single thing. We could be in here now and walk out the door just snapping. Literally, just fold it.
Snap.
I don't understand.
Yeah, well,
I don't get it.
I have been like that though sometimes, and I think it's a lot to do with showing off. So
of course it is stunning.
We've all been there. We've all done it. You know, people do it. You know, buy a new car, you do it. You're stunning for the ground. I think it's about self-awareness to know why you're doing it.
You see, I think there's two sides to that now. I feel like it's okay to snap your little things, but not every little thing that you do. For instance, putting up statuses about what breakfast you had this morning, what you did in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for it.
Yeah, it's like I just woke up today, just baked a cake.
Just literally, like this now is quite important what I'm doing, so I'd probably just take a snap of that. But not freaking going to my car to go park my car.
Of course,
you know?
It's what you say. Food as well. Look, sometimes I can Snapchat my food, but then I think to myself, what?
Unless
I have to ask myself. It's safe. It's just like a chicken salad. Why am I doing it? Why do I want everybody to know that I'm eating a chicken salad? And then you have to ask yourself: is it because I want people to think I'm eating healthy? Do I want to show, look at me, I can eat healthily, or do you just want to show people what you're eating? Like I don't. It's the addiction. So I think showing people you like.
Yeah.
So like I know people that
I can do that too. Kind of thing.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Yeah.
But then I like people that don't bother. Like I know many people that don't bother using it. They just retweet things now and again on Twitter.
Honestly, how many times do you see me snap? I hardly ever snap.
No, you don't.
I really don't. I ain't got time for it.
Yeah, I don't like snap. Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know how to catch the clips to be honest. By the time I've got my phone out, it's done.
So what's your favourite social media? And why? You've got to have the why now.
Snapchat, because I can be a bit vain, guys. Like I like to take pictures.
Chicks on Snapchat, you love that picture.
Yeah, I'd say Snapchat just because I take the pictures, but I don't actually post them, not all of them. I just like to look at myself like, you know.
So now Twitter's mine.
Twitter, I've never used that in my life.
Twitter, it's just, do you know what I like about Twitter? So see when you see memes on Instagram and Facebook, they've already been shared on Instagram 3 weeks before, so us Twitter people, us Twitter folk, high up in the social media hierarchy, we've already seen it, and then it goes on to sort of, you'd like to say, is it I'm just bait?
Yeah.
They steal people's tweets and put them on there, so a lot of I'm just bait, and not I'm just bait, it's who does the memes? There's an Instagram that does loads of memes.
There's loads of them.
They're given credit, but a lot of their memes come from Twitter.
Okay, so Twitter's before every other platform. Because
Twitter, I think, Twitter's for talking to you.
You're America, we're England, basically.
Basically. Yeah, in linguistics, that was the one that they learn first and we learn after. I'd say Twitter's mine. Come on then, give me another pro or con.
I want to say this earlier, but I don't know if it's relevant. I want to say it anyway. Catfish.
Catfish. We've all been a cat. I've been a catfish.
Have I been a catfish? I've been a catfish.
No, I wouldn't say I've been a catfish where I don't look like myself, but I have put pictures up where they may be misleading pictures.
Yeah.
I don't so much anymore, but you can do. So it's like I can put a picture up where my figure might look good, but if I just sit there open like that, you'll see I've got rolls, I've got cellulite.
The biggest con about this what we're talking about now,
catfish.
The catfish, is actually show catfish.
I love catfish.
Like,
did we used to watch it when we were younger?
Yes, I used to love catfish, still watch it now.
No, they're serious catfishes. They aren't just face tuning.
Social media though.
That is like a tall ginger 7-foot bloke hiding behind a 5'2" blonde girl.
Oh my god, don't. But it's social media, it's Facebook, and they're finding people, and it's corrupting the brain.
But then, okay then, so let's look at the other perspective. Is it not the person's fault for choosing to fall in love with someone that they've never met before?
I'm sorry. If you guys do it, then God help you, but it's
why would you fall in love with someone
you've never met them, you've never video time them, you've never actually spoke to this person properly, so how can you fall in love with someone you don't know?
Yeah, so you can let you go on catfish and go to the two guys that you know come with you, but it's your...
Sorry, but it's your fault. It is.
Or you meet someone that you don't know.
I don't know, can't get it right.
So it's the catfish in the sense where you're actually pretending to be somebody else.
Yeah.
So what about people that subliminally catfish? So you can get people that pretend to be, I don't know, let's say actors. Look at me in my nice car, but the cars are rental, the house is a rental, the house isn't yours, the holiday pictures are old.
Personally,
the photo shop.
If you're doing that, seriously, like you need help, not even being rude, but they would need help, because why are you going to basically lie and fabricate your whole life? Why are you doing that? For what? For who?
I suppose it does become a mental illness, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
I'm sure there was a study, I don't know if it was a real study, I think it was false, that said people that take so many selfies are seen to have a mental disorder.
Oh God, I must be crazy.
It's like an insecurity
Really?
disorder.
Yeah, okay, insecurity disorder, I can understand that. Because, yeah.
So yeah, the catfish then, so have you never altered your pictures completely? Have you ever used a face tuner?
Nah, the only thing I've ever done is just change my filter.
See,
Yeah.
I've used the apps. When I've been that insecure, and I don't know, I think it was looking at other people. It's what we was on about yesterday, you know, you follow so many people and you go onto your explore page.
Yeah.
It is all literally stunning girls.
It gets you down.
It gets you down, and you think you have to put a picture up like that to get that same attention. I don't now, like I love myself enough now to not need the love of other people. It don't really bother me anymore. But yeah, I think you can see. I think I can see why people do it.
I can definitely see why.
Because it does release dopamine. There's been a study that's proven that when you get a like, it releases dopamine in your brain. It's like a feel-good feeling in your brain. So if you like, you get your like, yeah, you feel better.
Yeah.
People that walk around with 1,000 likes are like bougie as hell.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? They're high up there. They're high up there.
I've seen some people with like 5,000 likes. I'm like, how? What?
Have you
The
ever
picture's not even all that. How?
Have you ever watched Black Mirror?
Have I?
And there's an episode where it's very so much in the future, and it's judging people based on their social status, basically. So you'd walk around with your phone, and you'd log,
yeah,
you've got 56%.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's kind of what it's like now. But there's a thing in China they're doing at the moment with that. So do you think that could be the potential? So people that have got 30,000 followers have got more chance of, say, getting a house than what someone like me and you have, us peasants down here with below 2,000 followers.
Nah, I wouldn't like that. I would not like that at all. I watched that show and it was horrid.
That's what it's like.
No, it's horrible, and then it goes down if they don't like it. No.
Okay, so let's go to talk about attention span and falling behind on tasks. I know myself that when I go into my house and I think I'm going to do something, I'm going to go and put my spuds on, for example. I need to go and peel my spuds. Instead of going and lie down on my bed, and before I know it, 2 hours have passed.
And you're in your phone. Yeah, you're flicking through something, you jump off that app and you go on that app, and you jump off that app and you go on that app.
Hey, can you watch a film, a full film, all the way through without looking at your phone?
No, not unless you turn it off.
I know my boyfriend gets irritated with me, so sometimes we'll be watching a film and I'll just look at my phone and I'll go through and be like, you're not enjoying the film? And I'm like, yeah. But I can't help it.
You catch yourself.
I catch myself, but he says it himself, so he don't really like going on social media that much, and he even said that he'll find himself, he'll go on his phone and automatically end up on Facebook. It's like an automatic thing that you do. You can literally just go and auto, try to look for a car, and boom, you're on someone's aunt, his nan's granddad's Facebook, looking at posts from 4 years ago.
Yes, it's so true. Listen, do you know what's funny? I'm not really that kind of social media kind of person. Like, you see how people are glued to their phone and they're live posts on social media. I'm not that type. I'm just not. So I can watch them. I love films.
And do you know that nothing can be deleted on Facebook?
What do you mean?
So you can delete it, you can put stats, you can delete it, but it's never deleted.
Explain, please.
It's sort of out there, it's like, there's like I can't explain it like in an intelligent way, but there's like a world of internet out there, so when you put something out there, it's in the world of internet.
So it's just there.
You might delete it in its physical form, but it's still out there. So I know people that, I know stories of people that have put stuff on Twitter or Facebook, say years ago, and they've gone for a job interview, and their potential employer has gone through their social media and says to them, true story, they says to them, you've used the word fuck too many times on your social media, and they showed them the amount of times they search the name and then search the word fuck and things like that.
So then that kind of proves the theory. So your phone's kind of, I wouldn't say rigged, but have you noticed when you say something like, I don't know, shoes, or you want to go shopping or something, it kind of comes up on your social media?
I bought some little, I rice cake things from B&M's. Never told anybody. I never even said it out loud. And I went on my phone and it come up on an advert, and I thought, how does it know?
It knows.
But that's what marketing. That's what phone marketing that is. But it definitely.
But that means
does.
your phone's tapped then.
They are monitored to some extent. So I use I don't know if I should say this, but I use a different web browser. So I use one called DuckDuckGo. And it don't look from YouTube and that they can block things. This doesn't. So if you look, say, for conspiracy theories, you never heard this from me. If you look looking you into conspiracies, you can use DuckDuckGo, and you get better than what you get. It's not censored so much basically. So for example, if you're going to Google a conspiracy theory, you won't get the right answers on Google. So if you go onto DuckDuckGo and you DuckDuckGo, you don't Google it. It's better.
Is that now?
Yeah, it's now.
DuckDuckGo.
Yeah,
I couldn't download
it's
that.
not censored. You can literally Google anything that it won't be censored.
That's good.
So any conspiracies you want to look on there.
Yeah.
So you obviously just become a risk owner. Do you feel like that? Do you not get scared that all your pictures and that are right there?
Yeah and no, because I recently learned something the other day about TikTok. I don't know if anyone's heard about it, but they're saying it sends your data to like China or somewhere like that, and all your data, whatever's on your phone, and like your banks and whatever details you need on there, it gets sent over to, I don't know if it's Japan or somewhere like that, it gets sent over to them. So it kind of made me a bit sceptical, but then I thought, it can't be that bad because celebrities use it and they've got lots more money than I have. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've got a lot of more things, so yeah, it's a bit scary, social media, I can't lie.
Okay, so teenagers make up for the largest percentage of social media users. Because of this, they are the most vulnerable to adverse effects on mental health. It is not only because it triggers insecurities or depression, but teens can fall victim to online bullying from their peers.
Yeah, cyberbullying.
So let's talk trolls. I hate you trolls.
Oh.
Why would you hold? If you say you've got something to say it with your chest.
We've got some trolls on here now, I guarantee. We've got your brum accent, we know.
We already know, we talk like this.
We talk like this.
Trolls.
Yeah.
So for example, this video, it may get a number of trolls.
Yeah.
You've got to be thick-skinned, but why should you have to be?
Yeah, but why do you need to throw a negative comment out there to make someone feel a certain
Of course, and there is constructive criticism, you know,
There is.
and we can take constructive criticism.
Yeah.
It is the nasty comments. So,
Yeah.
I mean, Jessie Nelson, her documentary, broke my heart. Did you watch it?
I didn't.
Katie Hopkins was trolling her and calling her fat. Bearing in mind, if she's fat, I must be the size of the moon. Because she's not. She's a very pretty girl. You know Jessie from Little Mix?
Oh yeah, which one's that? Which one? Red hair?
No, yeah, the long curly hair, olive skin. Not Jane.
Richardson.
No.
The one with the
Yeah.
red hair she had before.
I think she did. Yeah, she was with Chris Hughes from Love Island.
I'm not pushing it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really follow
Well, yeah,
stars. Anyway, she was getting trolled, particularly by Katie Hopkins. And Katie Hopkins was calling her fat, and she was calling her all kinds of names. Now, if you really wanted to be nasty, you could go back to Katie Hopkins and say, you can hardly talk, but she's, you know, you can't fight fire with fire, you can't fight hate with hate. You know, so she was just attacked. But when you watch her videos, when you watch a documentary, she's crying her eyes out, and the way she felt, she said that she felt suicidal.
Yeah, it does. Hatred can make you feel a certain
She
way.
felt suicidal, and then she had, you know, all the little Katie Hopkins followers and all the little minions commenting on there, sort of commenting on her looks, and it's, you know, there's
Katie Hopkins,
oh, Katie Hopkins, she's horrible.
Her name sounds familiar.
She's horrible. She is just a vile. How she's still got a platform on social media, I don't know.
I've seen her face.
You know her face? She's horrible. Okay, so Katie Hopkins, she's the one that was trolling Jessie Nelson.
Oh yeah, the one from Little Mix.
Yeah, she was just calling her fat, commenting, just calling her horrible basically, and Jessie Nelson done a documentary about it, saying how Katie Hopkins was trolling her. The same Katie Hopkins has also been in a video recently mimicking Shimona Begum, do you know who that is?
Yeah.
The one that's went she got groomed and went to ISIS and then she wants to come back. But the problem for me is the fact that she's jumped on camera in a burqa.
It's very racist and disgusting.
It's marketed towards the Muslim community.
Yeah.
But why is her video? Why is she still allowed to spout and have a platform to say what she wants? But yet the likes of Wiley was deleted for having anti-Semitic, anti-Jew tweets basically.
Yeah.
He hasn't been cancelled.
Yeah.
So it's
racism. It's fine.
to the sense to the just do you think it's maybe because he's black?
Yeah.
And she's a white woman. She's a white middle class, right-wing
she's
conservative
actually
woman.
someone. She's taking the actual mocking someone's
Yeah.
religion.
It's really, and it's the fact the burqa, you know, it's a religious headscarf. It's safe to Muslim people.
Yeah, of course. And for her to do that, she shouldn't be doing that. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
So let's go to social media and the news.
News.
All I say, it's like reading the sun.
No, it is. You don't have to watch the news anymore on the TV.
And I hate the sun. And I
No,
don't
I
say
can't
that.
read them, I can't
It's
do
my
that.
personal opinion. I don't like the sun. I don't like any newspaper. I don't like it. But people again, if I know I'm going to hate you for saying this, but I've just got to say it how it is. People will share things from the sun and automatically it's deemed true. Why do people think it's true? Because it's the sun. It's one of the worst newspapers in the world. Or my personal opinion, I don't like reading it. You've got a 3-page spread in the middle of the sun and they use it for like X Factor. Yeah. Like there's so much going on in the world at the moment and you use all that space to talk about X Factor and I'm a celebrity. But people will share it on social media and they'll be like, it's come from the sun.
It's gospel.
I'm like, it's exactly.
To take it for gospel.
From the sun.
Yeah. Like for instance with the corona situation, my mum, let's hope she don't watch this, but my mum, she will sit there and literally believe everything social media has to say about the corona. She believed the tanks were coming, you know, the tanks the MWA.
I can't believe there was a time where people thought the army was coming.
Yeah.
The army, there was army, I swear I've seen someone
started posting things from like
on the motorway and there was the tanks right now on the M5 and people were like, look guys, it's martial law's coming. Now I do believe that they are going to try and implement martial law at some point, but I don't believe it was during the coronavirus. I don't believe they were sending tanks down the M5 to come and lock me down.
Did they come? They never came.
So the misinformation, so it's people that I think, my personal opinion, one of the worst things we give this generation is social media.
Yes, it corrupts, it's taken over your whole
and it's the way people talk on there, and I know that people have got loads of opinions, and you know, but a lot of people are educated, and a lot of reading some people's posts, people that are educated, people that do try and look from both sides, and it's people that I'll read one comment and I'll read another, and I had to take a break from it. I had to delete it off my phone because I thought, especially during coronavirus, because it was just, I was reading, people was getting, slagged off for not wearing masks, people were getting slagged off for wearing masks, there was just so much going on. And then boom, before you know it, Wayfair accused of, did you say that about child sex trafficking?
Yeah, with the wardrobes.
Yeah.
For grands and grands.
It was just after, and then I woke up and I looked on there and I seen they'd found Madeleine McCann's kidnapper. I was like, this is too much, I'm reading, wait, it's too much information. But there's too much misinformation as well, isn't there?
There's a lot of misleading information.
So, what do you think of blogs?
Blogs?
Online blogs.
I don't really have an opinion on them, to be honest.
Do you not read blogs?
No, I don't read them. Read them? I don't read them.
Don't read blogs?
No, I don't read them.
So if you go for information, say you want to look for some information on social media, where do you go?
I'll ask someone. Literally will ask someone. I can't be bothered reading paragraphs.
I want to talk, just briefly, about other social media sites. Have you ever heard of LinkedIn?
I've heard of it.
So when we talk about social media, everyone thinks, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, LinkedIn.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I'm not sure what it is.
It's a really good site. It's basically like, it's like a social media site, so you create a profile, you upload a profile picture, etc. And you can get jobs. You can, like, I've got one, and you connect with professional people.
Okay.
So that, and people, like the only people that have approached me is say regarding radio stuff. So people will always approach me about putting songs on there, and you can just, it's a good way to network in there. So I think it's with social media. I think in a lot of conclusion, I could say that it depends what social media platform you use.
It all depends, doesn't it? Yeah. Personally, I don't really use much, but obviously because I'm trying to do that modelling kind of thing, I'm on Purple, and if you've heard of Purple.
You know what's Purple?
Purple's like Star Now.
Okay.
You know, like them, like you do your radio stuff.
Yeah.
They contact you for the same kind of thing, or films, music, whatever, talent-wise. So that's the only kind of thing I say is positive in my phone.
Would you ever, going to modelling, would you ever post, not a nude, I know you would post a nude, would you ever post a picture in underwear? So you, say, would you take a picture of yourself in underwear, or would you post a professional picture? Would it make a difference?
It would make a difference, personally, because the one that you post, like say if I was standing in the mirror now and take a picture.
You just go over there and start taking nudes.
It's a bit trashy, it's a bit unnice, it's not nice, it's untasteful. So if it was professional now, you know how to angle yourself so you're not showing too much, or to, you know what I mean, it'll be professional, tasteful and glamorous at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I'm not that type of person to be doing that.
Classy.
So it has to be classy where something's over me, you can only see a little bit, so.
So have you ever been asked to do?
No, because I haven't put that as what I'm looking for. So I say no.
You say no?
No.
So you won't do it?
No.
And you've never posted it?
Only if my body was the way I want it to be. That's no conscious thing again.
What would your family say if they seen, for example, they seen you post a picture in underwear?
If it was professional again and it's tasteful then. Not much really, as long as it looks like, do you know, like, bougie, classy. But you know.
Are you going to get the TikTok started?
Yes. Yeah, as long as it's tasteful, though I don't think they'd have much to say.
Okay, so what age would you allow your child to have a social media site? What age is right for you? Going back to earlier, you said you want to allow your son to have one. What age would you? What age do you think is appropriate?
Personally, and without sounding like a granny, I'd just say probably like 15, 16, because then they kind of establish themselves, they know what they want, their head's kind of strong. It's not always going to happen because of how life is, but if I had to have control of it, which I do, and I'm going to, 15, 16, personally for myself.
Do you think parents control their kids' social media enough.
No.
Because I see some disgusting stuff getting put on there.
Yeah, no.
There was one lad, they had a massive fight in the park by mine, and it was all over a Facebook status, and I thought, if I haven't got kids, but obviously if I saw my kid talking like that to someone on social media, they'd get a good clip round around.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Don't have kids, I haven't got kids. I'm just saying I haven't got kids. Potentially, if I saw my kid.
Yeah.
So you don't think they're not disciplined enough?
No, I don't think they're disciplined at all. At all. Some kids are unruly to the point where they talk a load of crud. They will swear at their parents and people on the street. No.
Okay, another pro. Trends.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's negative.
Trends, yes, that is a negative, that's not...
Yeah.
No,
When I say
lip
yeah,
fillers
no.
is a trend. Lip
Both.
fillers is a trend.
What is what?
Lip fillers is a trend.
It's a
Eyebrows
trend.
and things that people do with their eyebrows where there was, I can't explain what they was doing. There was like putting a lot of foundation there, blending it. I don't know, I was just about doing my makeup myself. But there was this trend of eyebrows and it was going around.
Putting the eyebrows on and concealing them like
No, not like
No.
yours, no.
Like how?
They're like literally the half the eyebrow,
Eyebrow.
eyebrows missing.
Shaved.
Pretty like it looks it, yeah.
What the fuck would do? Excuse my French. It would do that.
Did you not see the trend of it?
No.
And then there was the ones where there was
Squiggly ones.
yeah, the squiggly ones.
Stupid and they've got plaques on them. No.
Yeah.
Go away. No.
Yeah, the eyebrow trend.
And the nails, have you seen the nails on Instagram? With they've got doo-doo and they've got freaking toilets and they've got corona nails and they've got bogey nails. The nails are disgusting. If people have gone on Instagram, they will know. You need to go on Instagram and have a look.
Oh no, not
The nails are everything. They've got, I don't know.
So you think it
twerkers on there.
sets trends. So if you see someone on there and they've got the newest pair of say Balenciagas, they're absolutely disgusting. But people will buy them and wear them because it's on social media. Everyone else is wearing
their
them.
favourite stars wearing them, their favourite influencers wearing them. And obviously kids and people feel like they have to dress a certain way or buy these certain things because everyone else is doing it, and I don't think that's right. Because get what you can afford.
Influencers as well, and that's what I want to talk about influencers because I don't think they do enough. Don't get me wrong, they're there for a reason, aren't they? They're there to sort of promote boutique clothes and, you know, that boutiques are sending loads of clothes, promote it, get their business. But I think with what's going on at the moment with regards to, say, racism, knife crime, youth violence, I think there's a lot of influencers out there that could use their platform for the better, and I don't think they do. Promoting small businesses, I mean, I'll look at a few influencers on Instagram to see what they do, see if they do their part. And I've not seen many promoting small businesses. Now, it's during lockdown, if you've got 20, 30 plus thousand followers, why would you not help your local community out? Why are you not helping, you know, the little bread cake shop that's down the road, the sandwich shop down the road? Why are you not promoting it? Why are you only promoting the ass and the tits? I get that's what's for you, but I don't think influencers are doing enough.
Nah, that's so true. I've never actually thought about that.
They're not doing enough. I seen a couple that was talking about Black Lives Matter, but me and my friend was discussing this the other day.
But that's on the trend as well.
And her words were, it's for clout. That's what she said. She said it's all for clout. So a lot of these a lot of the influencers are doing it just to show look. But they weren't talking about, say, Yemen, for example. I think that's how I say it. You know, they're going through a massive crisis at the moment. None of them spoke about that.
Where?
Yemen.
Yep.
Not good of a word. Yemen.
Yeah,
yeah, there's a crisis going on there as well. And I didn't see any social media influencers share that.
Yeah, nah. That's a good point, to be honest.
So a lot of them, I think, use Black Lives Matter as a trend as well.
It's not spoken about anymore.
It's not.
When the marching was going on, everyone was talking about it. Where is it now? What's going on now? But it's still a problem. It's not being talked about now, but it's still a problem.
And a lot of social media influencers could have used their platform. If I've got 100,000 followers, I'm screaming from the rooftops about these things.
Of course. They ain't doing enough, and that's a very good statement.
And it's more people, it's more like, say, people like us, I'll share small businesses. I've only got 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think I shared my friend's business, and I said to her, how many followers from my Instagram followed you? And she said about 5. About 5. So
it's something, you're getting it out there, you're still promoting it.
But I just think influencers could do that a lot more.
They get loads of people following them.
But as it's trends, but they'll share like they'll share the latest Nikes, they'll share the latest Balenciagas, look at me, my favourite Rolex watch, do you know what I mean? Can you get in the swimming pool with that Rolex watch though? No. That's the question.
Take it off and sit down with.
You can't get in it, so I think it's trends, but it's for stunting as well.
Yeah, of course it is.
And it can make people feel that are probably more poor, a little bit inadequate, and probably shitty about themselves. So it can be very damaging
especially when they're showing their big old nice beautiful life with their swimming pool and jacuzzi and that.
In the sense of trends. So last but not least, do you think social media should have been evolved the way it has, or do you think we would have been a better society without social media?
I think it would be better without social media. Look how we grew up. We had a great time.
We had a great time.
We
was running reverse.
Remember
the dolly tone? Your dad was on the phone. He'd be trying to play Pac-Man. Like, bro, I just want to play the Pac-Man. Do you know what I mean?
The phone?
Yeah, my dad's screaming down the phone. You couldn't even play. You couldn't even play that. You had to sit with your ping pong and your solitaire.
Yeah, it's getting worse though. It'll get worse.
I'd like the idea of being able to go home and just have a computer where I go on social media and not have it in my phone all day.
Yeah,
Do you know
so
what I mean?
it's limited time.
It's like, yes, you go home and say you have your dinner, you go on social media for a couple of hours and that's it. I think the fact that we can carry it round, it's a recorder, it's a camera, it's everything in one.
You can pay with your phone, what do you mean? Apple Pay.
I don't use that.
I don't either, but people do it. You don't even need any bank cards, money, anything. Even the charger, just the good. You've got those portable chargers, you don't have to plug it into a wall. It's how technology.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can plonk it on something.
Yeah, just plonk it there and it's charging.
So if there's any young people watching this now and maybe feeling insecure or, you know, they're sharing pictures themselves, what advice would you give them?
Be true to yourself and love every part of yourself, really and truly, because if you don't, you will crumble.
And it's having thick skin, and it's a sad thing, isn't it, that we shouldn't have to have thick skin. We shouldn't have to.
You don't have to do what you have to.
You know, it's a case of just love yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, because if you don't love yourself, nobody will love you.
And we're going to end it right there. Boom.